If you're over 50, the world has already tried to write your story. They say you're fading, that your best days are behind you, that now is the time to slow down, shrink back, and stay quiet. They try to convince you that your purpose has passed, that your energy is something to manage, not to build. But deep down, you know that's a lie. A part of you is still burning. It's not over. In fact, it's just getting started. Because what they don't understand is this: the man who's lived through decades, who's endured heartbreak, hardship, war, rejection, failure, and victory, that man is not fragile. That man is forged, and forged men are dangerous. You're not done. You're dangerous because you finally see through the noise. You've lost illusions. You've paid in scars. And the one thing you no longer have is time to waste. This is not a speech. This is your reminder. You are the mountain now, and the world either climbs with you or moves around you. Let's talk about what that looks like in real life, not theory, not soft philosophy. This is real power built over time. 1. Stillness isn't weak, it's control. Young men chase, older men choose. They run toward women, cars, validation, 1,000 shallow things. But a seasoned man knows motion doesn't mean progress. Stillness is not idleness. It's presence. You don't have to be loud to be heard. When you've seen enough, you realize true power is calm. True control is restraint. The older lion doesn't roar unless it's time to kill. He doesn't run. He watches. He knows. Every time you don't react, you gain strength. Every time you hold silence, you force the world to adjust to your frequency. That's leverage. Stillness creates contrast. In a noisy world, your silence is substance. People are drawn to it because they sense something they can't name, something earned, not performed. It's the weight of a man who knows who he is. And make no mistake, the still man is not passive. He's patient. He's prepared. He's ready to move when it matters, and silent when it doesn't. 2. Mature masculinity isn't soft, it's solid. The modern world hates strong men. It wants you soft, ashamed, apologetic. It calls you toxic for having standards. It shames you for protecting your nature. But the truth is, you don't owe softness to anyone. You owe truth to yourself. You've survived too much to bend. Speak clearly, stand tall, take up space. Let your energy be too much. Let them adjust. You're not here to shrink. You're here to lead. You don't need permission to be masculine. You need courage to be consistent. No more folding, no more faking. Let them feel the weight of a man who's unshakable. Start walking like you own your name again. Stop tiptoeing through conversations. When you speak, do it like you mean it. When you act, do it like it's your last chance to leave a mark. And when they try to cancel your strength, don't flinch. When they misunderstand your boundaries, don't apologize. Masculinity, when it's real, doesn't need permission. It needs presence. 3. Discipline returns your dignity. You don't need six-pack abs. You need six-pack habits. Discipline in your 50s, 60s, and beyond isn't about impressing others. It's about proving to yourself that you still run the show, that you don't answer to weakness, that you still control the frame. Wake up early, move your body, eat like you respect yourself. Limit your screen time. Watch what goes into your head and who gets access to your time. Start lifting again, even if it's light. Take cold showers. Say no to things that drain you. Relearn how to be bored. Make discomfort a training ground, not a punishment. Build structure around your chaos. Build routines that anchor you in storms. Because when everything falls apart, the disciplined man doesn't. He bends. He doesn't break. Every disciplined action is a signal to your spirit. I'm still the one driving. You didn't survive this far to coast. You came to conquer. Discipline means you choose discomfort now so you don't suffer later. It's not about punishment. It's about power. You do what's hard because you've learned that the easy road leads nowhere worth going. 4. Stop chasing, start drawing. In women, opportunities, respect, they come when you stop needing them. The more whole you become, the more attractive you are. That doesn't mean you don't want connection. It means you don't beg for it. You don't shapeshift for attention. You show up rooted and people notice. A grounded man is magnetic. Quiet confidence is louder than any pickup line. When you radiate self-possession, others feel it. Own the gray hair, own the silence, own the unshakable eye contact, because nothing commands a room like a man who needs nothing from it. You're no longer the hunter, you're the flame. The ones meant to find you will come because your fire burns clean and without desperation. And here's the twist. When you stop looking for validation, the world starts offering it anyway. Not because you asked, but because you became. You're not invisible, you're rare. And rarity draws curiosity. You don't chase the world, it turns to see who you are. 5. Legacy isn't optional. Its active legacy is not about how many people remember you. It's about what they remember you for. Will your son or the young men around you say, "He showed me how to be a man"? That's the only question that matters now. Speak with weight. Live with depth. Show young men how calm beats chaos, how purpose beats popularity, how masculinity, when mature, becomes medicine. Your influence may not be loud, but it can be lasting. Be the man who models grit, who mentors without needing applause, who builds quietly and lets his actions echo. Write letters they'll read when you're gone. Teach lessons you had to learn the hard way. Be the one whose name comes up in stories that begin with, "He changed my life." Pass on not just advice, but values. Be the man who stood for something so solid it couldn't be shaken. You're not at the end, you're at the peak. And when a man reaches the peak, he doesn't climb higher. He plants the flag. He becomes the landmark that others navigate by. If you feel this, if this awakened something you forgot you had, type "I'm not finished" in the comments. If you're done watching the world weaken men, if you're done playing small, then subscribe. This isn't about a comeback. It's about acclaiming. You've got one shot left to make it count. This is not about being motivational. This is about being immortal. Because your second half, that's where the power lives. Let's build it. Let's begin now. You're not just growing older, you're growing sharper. You're not fading, you're focusing on what matters, on what endures, on who you must become now. Become the man who lives like time is short, love is rare, and purpose is everything. Become the man who stops scrolling and starts building. Become the man they remember, not because you were loud, but because you were real. You've got the strength, the scars, the stories. Now it's time to own the moment. It's your time now, and you don't ask for that. You take it.